my kindergarten friends and all my Northmont friends. Welcome. This is Mrs. Rutledge, and I'm going to do a video with you today. Let me zoom in a little bit more so we can see better. I'm going to do a video with you today that has to do with the category of vehicles. And vehicles are part of our Unit 8, Week 1 theme about how we get from one place to another. So we're going to talk about all of the different ways that we can think of to get from one place to another. If you want to make a chart with me, like I'm making, you can do that. If you want to make it your own chart when we're done and make your categories and think of all the things that you can think of on your own or with mom or dad's help, that would be great too. All right, and then this chart and this video goes with page 221 in your packet for with your Wonders pages. So the first thing we're going to do, I have my chart here and I have it divided up into 3 different things. We have vehicles or things that we use on land to get from one place to another, things we use that are in the air, and things that can be used on the water. So I'm sure that you're gonna have a lot more ideas than maybe even I put on the chart, and that's okay. We're gonna start with thinking of a few ideas for land. How do we get from one place to another? One of the first things that I think of in terms of a vehicle for getting from one place to another on land would be a car, right? That's a basic one. So I'm gonna write car. And normally I would draw a picture next to the car if I were doing this with my kiddos in my classroom. I'm not gonna take the time to do that, but you can certainly draw pictures to go with your words as well. Another example of something that goes on land would be perhaps a bike. A lot of you have bikes. Yeah, you can ride a bike to get from one place to another. Something else that I thought of would be a trolley. Some people who don't have cars maybe use a trolley or even a train to get from one place to another. And any other ideas, if you have any other ideas besides mine, you can add them to your list and make another list. If you want to get technical, you can say things like, besides a car, we have trucks and vans. Something else that people use if they don't have a car to take them places, they can use a bus. And then another one I thought of that's similar to a bike would be a motorcycle. Did you think of that one? That's a really long word to write. So for land vehicles, we have a car, a bike, a trolley, a train, a bus, and a motorcycle. And there may be some other ones that you think of. Maybe you've seen someone use a skateboard. We can add skateboard there. Or roller skates, right? Or a scooter. Any of those kinds of things people use as well to get from one place to another on land. So we can add those if you want to. You can add those. I don't have a lot more room left, but you can add those or draw a picture of those. Our next category is air. What are some things you can think of that go in the air that help people get from one place to another? One of the first ones I think of that I use when I want to go back home to the Midwest to see my family is an airplane or a jet. you can say jet too. Yeah. Something else. Can you think of something else that goes in the air? Maybe a helicopter. I took a helicopter ride last summer when we were in Hawaii. Yeah, a helicopter goes in the air. Anything else that goes in the air? I'm thinking of something. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'll give you a hint. It's something that has a big balloon attached at the top and a basket hangs underneath it. Do you know what that is? Yeah, maybe a hot air balloon. Were you thinking of that too? Not too many people take hot air balloons to get to work, I don't think, but most people do hot air balloon rides just for fun. Let's see, anything else you can think of? If you can think of something else that flies through the air that people can use to get from one place to another, you can add it to the list. And our last category is water. What are some things that go on the water that people can use? Well, the first obvious one that comes to my mind is a boat. Now, there are different kinds of boats. There's motorboats that have an engine that pushes the boat through the water. And then there are sailboats that use the tall sails to use the power of the wind to get them through the water. But I'm just going to put boats. A boat, a sailboat, a motorboat, either or. Anything else that goes through the water? I'm thinking of something. I know when I was growing up and I used to go camping when I was in the Girl Scouts, we had canoes. Yeah, we had to paddle in a canoe. Paddle like this, right? And that helped us we had to paddle from like one side of this lake to the other side and back. It was very hard. It was a very hard thing. My arms were so tired after that. So we have a boat, a canoe. What else goes in the water? Maybe, I know. I've been down at the bay here in San Diego and I've seen these giant ships. Yeah, a giant cruise ship. It's similar to a boat, but a boat is more like a family-sized boat. A cruise ship goes on the water. One cruise ship you probably don't want to take is the Titanic. You can read stories about what happened to the Titanic. Long time ago. So we have a boat, canoes, cruise ships. What else do people use on the water? I know a fun one. How about a jet ski? Yeah, those things fly across the water. My family and I went down to the bay and rented some jet skis one time. That was really super fun. Anything else? I'm trying to think of what I see in the water. Could you say a surfboard? Maybe? Surfboards go in the water, right? I'll put it over here. A surfboard. Anything else you can think of that goes in the water? I can't think of anything else right now, but if you think of something else, you can certainly add it to your list. All right, so we have our vehicles, our transportation chart, we talked about things that go on land, like a car, a bike, a trolley, a train, a bus, a motorcycle, and you can probably think of others. We have things that go in the air, like an airplane or a jet or a helicopter or a hot air balloon. And then we have things that go on the water, like a boat or a canoe or a cruise ship or a jet ski or even a surfboard. It would be kind of funny to use a surfboard to get to work though, right? All right, so this is all about vehicles or how we get from one place to another. So now you're gonna work on this page in your packet. It's page 221, and they want you to circle in each row, they want you to circle the different kinds of transportation you see. Yeah, I bet you'll have no problem with that. All right, there you go. Enjoy, everybody. Miss you.